Om Sai Ram. Welcome to New South Wales's Guru Poornima 2021 virtual program. My name is Dakshana.
And my name is Shivam, and we'll be your MCs for this afternoon's program.
Let's get into some housekeeping announcements. Literally, housekeeping. Although our premiere has placed some restrictions on us, Swami has definitely not, and you are all encouraged to sing and clap along to all the bhajans played today. Please also feel free to interact with your fellow Sai devotees and share your thoughts and feelings through this program in the comment section.
Before we begin, we would like to acknowledge the Daruk people, who are the traditional custodians of the land which I'm currently on, and acknowledge that we are meeting across various Aboriginal lands this afternoon. We would also like to pay our respects to the elders, past, present and emerging of the Eora Nation, and extend our respects to any Aboriginal or Torres Strait Islander people present here today.
We, the young adults of Region East and Region West, are really excited to present this offering of love to Swami this year. Now the theme of Guru Poornima is Finding Sai. We will be exploring a deeper meaning to this through some lively bhajans, a book club panel, and through some beautiful reflections from fellow young adults on their own journeys with Guru Poornima this year.
Let us begin the program with some vibrant bhajans.
Vigna vinashaka devadideva Vigna vinashaka devadideva Vigna vinashaka devadideva Vigna vinashaka devadideva Adi sanatana deva
Siddhi
विघ्न विनाशक देवादिदेवा विघ्न विनाशक देवादिदेवा आदि सनातन देवा आदि सनातन देवा प्रथम पूज्य गणनाथा प्रथम पूज्य गणनाथा बाबा भयभञ्जन नित्य निरञ्जन बाबा भयभञ्जन नित्य निरञ्जन सिद्धिविनायक देवा सिद्धिविनायक देवा मंगलदायक शम्भो मनोहर प्रथम पूज्य गणनाथा प्रथम पूज्य गणनाथा प्रथम पूज्य गणनाथा पूज्य गणनाथा विघ्न विनाशक देवादिदेवा
सद्गुरु ब्रह्म सनातन है सद्गुरु ब्रह्म सनातन है परम दया घन पावन 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 है जन्मज दुख विनाशन है जन्मज दुख विनाशन है जन्मज दुख विनाशन है जगदोद्धारण कारण है जगदोद्धारण कारण है साई कृष्ण जनार्दन है साई कृष्ण जनार्दन है सत्य साई कृष्ण जनार्दन है साई कृष्ण जनार्दन है भव भय जलधि कारण 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 है सद्गुरु ब्रह्म सनातन है सद्गुरु ब्रह्म सनातन है परम दया घन पावन है परम दया घन पावन है जन्मज दुख विनाशन है जन्मज दुख विनाशन है जगदोद्धारण कारण है जगदोद्धारण भव भय जलधि तारण भव भय जलधि तारण सद्गुरु ब्रह्म सनातन है
गोविन्दा गोपाल नारायण हरि गोविन्दा गोपाल नारायण हरि गोविन्दा गोपाल नारायण हरि गोविन्दा गोपाल नारायण नारायण हरि जय जय नारायण हरि 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 गोविन्दा गोपाल नारायण हरि गोविन्दा गोपाल नारायण हरि जगदोद्धार नारायण हरि जगदोद्धार नारायण हरि जगदोद्धार नारायण हरि जगदोद्धार नारायण हरि भक्त उद्धार नारायण हरि भक्त उद्धार नारायण हरि भक्त उद्धार नारायण हरि भक्ति पुरीशा नारायण हरि भक्ति पुरीशा नारायण हरि भक्ति पुरीशा नारायण हरि भक्ति पुरीशा नारायण हरि गोविन्दा गोपाल नारायण हरि गोविन्दा गोपाल नारायण हरि नारायण हरि
What a way to start today's offering. Thank you to our combined Region East and Region West Young Adults music team for this energetic bhajans and opening up our 2021 Guru Purnima offering. For our next segment, we'll be conducting a quick Guru Purnima refresher quiz to test your knowledge on some Sai literature and Sai history. Please post your answers in the comment section below. Alternatively, test yourself with your family and friends at home. What happened on Guru Purnima Day 1963? Baba declared that he is Shiva Shakti in human form, Sri Sathya Sai Baba class started, or the inauguration of the Sri Sathya Sai Hospital at Whitefield, Bangalore.
If you got Baba declared that he is Shiva Shakti in human form, then you are correct.
Guru Purnima is the birth date of Lord Shiva, Gautama Buddha, Guru Vyasa.
The answer for this question is Guru Vyasa.
According to Swami, who is the Guru of Gurus? Guru Vyasa, the God within, the Mother.
And the answer to this one is the God within.
How did you all go? A big pat on the backs to all you smarties that got all the questions correct. I'll be handing it back to Dakshina to proceed with the second half of our offering.
Thanks, Shivam. The young adults this year for Guru Purnima wanted to spend some time being immersed in Swami's teachings, and what better way to do this than with a book club? This isn't your traditional book club, but one that explores Swami's teachings through forms of discourses and reading Swami's stories. Each week in book club, we have explored a different relationship we as devotees have with the Lord through different Sai texts. The overall objective of book club was to inspire and ignite the love of Sai literature in all of us, whilst exploring the topic Finding Sai. Now the book club panel will be a session where the YAs who have been through a 6-week book club journey will share their reflections of Finding Sai. Let's see what they have to say. Also, a reminder to share your thoughts in the comment section of this video.
Sai Ram, dear sisters, it's so wonderful to share this space with you and just connect for a cozy chat about Swami and how we experience him. It's been so nice to connect weekly and really reflect on our relationship with him. So perhaps we can spend some time just sharing our reflections around our learnings. When I think about Swami, one of the first relationships that comes to mind is seeing him as a friend. I guess as young children, that's the first way we experience him. And I thought I'd pose that question to the group. And Deepika, maybe you can kick us off. How do you experience Swami as a friend?
Thanks, Gitu. I think for me, and like for everyone else, when you have a problem, the first thing you do is reach out to a friend. And I think the best friend that you could reach out to is Swami. You can trust that he always has the right advice, whether it's through, his literature, his discourses, or stories about his childhood. The right answer is always going to be there, and you can trust that the advice and guidance that Swami is giving you is for your own good. And I think trust is the essence of any great friendship. With that, Swami is always going to be there. He's probably the most reliable person on this planet. You're never going to reach out to Swami and have him say, sorry, I'm busy today, can we do another day? He's always there no matter what time it is. And a reliable friend is, I think, one of the greatest friends you can have.
That's so true, hey. And just hearing you share that, or it is a reminder that our relationship with Swami and seeing him as a friend can serve as such positive modeling of how we can experience friendship in our day-to-day, isn't it?
Yeah, I actually really resonated with what Vipul said, and I think the friendship that we have with Swami can also be taught, and then you know, those values that we learn, such as forgiveness with Swami and that personal relationship, whether that's love, trust, which was another value you brought up. I think that can always teach us to be the best friends to our own selves, which allow us to be better friends for others. Yeah, and that's all from the core of Swami himself.
Thanks, Kajal. That was so beautiful. I guess, you know, if we see Swami as a friend, the other way that we can experience Swami in the day-to-day is our relationship with our parents. And I'd love to hear now how you guys experience Swami in our parents. And Abhi, maybe you can kick us off here.
Thanks, Geethu. I think for me, my understanding of Swami developed very early on because I was introduced to the Sai fold through my mum, and I had the pleasure of also seeing Swami in physical form. Though I think that I understand Swami best through my relationship with my parents. We hear Swami loves unconditionally, he loves selflessly, and I think my parents, for me, are the best examples of that. I think on one hand, with my mum, she taught me, you know, how to love and to actually be love. And she was able to be love because, you know, she embodied Swami's love, his kindness, his warmth. And that energy, I think, is something that I have learned from her and something that I would like to also embody in my day-to-day life. And I think on the other hand, my father is someone who does something without expectation, without, you know, expecting for me to do something in return. And I think that also really reminds me of how Swami just does. You don't have to be a certain way or do a certain thing. He loves you unconditionally and selflessly. So I think that both these people in my life have shown me what it's like to be filled with divine love and to then experience that divinity in your day-to-day life.
Isn't it so beautiful how selfless love can be so expansive and experienced differently? And just hearing you share how your parents even kind of portray those attributes differently reminds us of the various ways in which we can experience Swami in our relationship with our parents.
I mean, I love how Abhi talks about her parents' love. You know, Swami's love is unconditional. The closest thing we have to that is our parents. And it really is, like Abhi said, divine love. And it's the closest thing we have to divine love.
That's right. And, you know, we talked about our kind of tangible relationships. Another way we can experience Swami, which we've spoken about through our study circles, is how we experience Swami in nature. And Kajal, we'd love to hear from you. What are your thoughts around that?
Thanks, Vitu. So when I think about Swami in nature, the first thing that comes to mind is actually how powerful they both are on their own. You know, on one hand, we're talking about the Lord of the universe, and then the earth. And actually, when you dissect that even further, it's the Lord and the universe, and how they're both so interconnected. And it's a really, really powerful thought, which makes me think of the Telugu poem, which Swami always talks about. And it goes, "Not even a blade of grass will move without the divine will," which is something we've all heard growing up within the Sai org. But following on from that, which was something I didn't personally know about, was he then goes and says, how does this blade of grass come into existence? It is nothing but only God's will. So I think when you put God, Swami, the earth, universe, all of it together, it is such a strong element standing alone. And each is a mirror of each other. And it has personally taught me gratitude, but it's also humbled me in so many ways. And it's also cared for me in so many ways. So yeah, it's always, you know, an offering to both, whether that's to the universe, the Lord, or the earth.
I love that, to kind of see them all in one. That was so powerful. To round up our chat, I thought it would be really lovely to hear from all of us one way that we experience Swami in the day-to-day. So maybe we'll start with Deepika.
Thanks, Gitu. I think for me, journaling has always worked best. It's a great way to touch base with Swami and reflect on my day with him.
I also have a little prayer that I like to say during the day, which is, Swami is always with me and I will never walk alone, serving as a reminder that he is omnipresent and there for me at all times.
Well, I think for me, because we're in a lockdown, it definitely helps going outside and being in the fresh air and embracing Swami, whether it's in the morning sun or through the flowers or just nature in itself that I see. So yeah, it makes me feel happy and connected, and it's always a reminder of me.
Thank you so much, sisters, for joining us. It was so wonderful to have some satsang with y'all about Swami and how we experience him in our day-to-day. And we'll see you soon. Sai Ram.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Although it looks like I'm doing work, I'm actually just learning a dance on TikTok. I wish there was some way I could be more useful. I have an idea. Maybe I can take part in the Liquid Love service project. But with the rise of COVID-19, things may seem uncertain and confusing. So it's important to keep ourselves informed. Number 1. Liquid Love is still an ongoing service activity because it is an essential service. Number 2. We encourage donors to go individually to their donations. Number 3. If you are feeling healthy and match the criteria found on the Australian Red Cross Lifeblood website, we encourage you to take part. So in these uncertain times, let's come together to love all, serve all. Click on the link to become a Liquid Love hero.
Salam everyone, and welcome back to our 2021 GP Book Club panel session. And we are now at Book Club session 4, where in that session we looked at Swami in Calamity and Strife. And the text that we actually explored in this session was the Ramakatha Rasavahini, which is Swami's beautiful words of the epic Ramayana. So we might kick off by asking a question to you, Brother Shiva. So while in sort of a difficult situation or period in your life, was there any sort of lessons that you could relate to with the Ramakatha Rasavahini that helped you remain steadfast?
Salam, bro, and Salam, boys. Yeah, thanks, bro. Ramakatha, Ramayana in general is just something that I've grown up with. Watching the series by Ramanan Sagar growing up, and loving Hanuman is my favorite of all the characters. But being able to unpack Ramakatha Rasavahini in the session, it was like almost reading like Swami's autobiography, right? Hearing the story from Rama's perspective, which was pretty fantastic as well. And there were some beautiful stories and characters that really show how to deal with being down and being in calamity and strife, and how to bounce back. And some of the characters come to mind is like Sugriva, who had this incredible blind faith, really scared to face Vali, his brother, in battle. But after being egged on by Rama, he goes in, has no doubts. And when he feels that, he's at the precipice of losing, he just calls out Rama's name, and Rama comes to his rescue. And that's pretty powerful, that he had that much faith. And then Sita as well, right? Sita is taken away. She's stuck in Ashokavana, and Hanuman comes and sees her and gives her such an easy out. Says, come on me, come on my back. I'll take you straight back to Rama. But she very easily says no. And she is interested in protecting her own dignity, but more importantly, and what becomes so obvious, is that she's really interested in protecting Rama's character, because she knows that Rama has to come kill Ravana and then take her away. And she doesn't want people to think, many, many hundreds of years later, that Rama came and got someone else to do his dirty work and bring his wife back to him. And when I reflect on how that fits into my own life, it takes me back to work, where there's a person at work that I tend to help with tasks on an ad hoc basis, because he's such a busy guy. He works so hard. So every time he says something, I try not to say no, and I make it a point just to say yes, even if I know that I'm pretty backlogged and I'm doing it pretty tough on my own. But to me saying yes is kind of putting it in Swami's hand, saying, I'm just saying yes, and I'm giving you my availability, but you have to give me the ability to do it and to do my own work. And which is kind of like what I guess Sugriva did, right? He just had that blind faith. And then, somehow it just always kind of gets done. And in my head, after listening to Sita's story, I was also thinking, nobody knows that, I know Sai Baba or who Sai Baba is or my connection to him. But if that person was ever to find out, would he ever, by me saying no, what would he think about, Swami? If this person believes in Swami, how can he always knock me down and never offer to help? So in that interest, in somehow me saying yes, if I am in any way protecting Swami's name and character and his dignity, then I felt like that is some small way, even though Swami doesn't need any protecting in any sense, but that's some small way of me doing that. So yeah, I guess that's kind of how I've reflected on not only the Swami's Ramakatha, but how those characters and what they've done in their calamity and strife have kind of impacted me in some small way.
No, absolutely, bro. I think that sort of reassurance and that sort of self-confidence that you bring out with Swami by your side, that sort of parallels that we draw from Ramakatha Rasavahini with Sugriva and Lord Rama himself, I think that can clearly be seen throughout your sort of journey in life as well. So thanks for sharing, bro. So that was session 4. So session 5 was a topic on Swami as a guardian through the text Premadada. So Brother Kyles, again, how does seeing Swami as a guardian help you in all aspects of your life?
Yeah, sure. Thanks for that, bro. I think the first thing I think of when I reflect on Swami as a guardian in my life is Swami's teachings. So, Swami has gifted us with thousands of discourses and books in the form of Vahinis and Sathya Sai Speaks, for example, and every topic you can possibly imagine he's talked about. And there's so many instances where we're going through a problem in life or a challenge or a decision that we need to make. I'm sure the answer has probably been mentioned in some of Swami's discourses in the past. So that's the first thing I think of when I think of trying to use Swami as a guardian in my life. And one example of that in my own life on a practical basis was one of the discourses Swami talked about as the root cause of all our anxieties and worries and stresses in life. And one of the interesting insights I gathered from that discourse is where Swami talks about the root cause of our worries is basically stems from our own desire and ego. So it sort of shifted my perspective to try and think about the problems that we face on a day-to-day basis as something for myself to work on my own desires, to work on my own ego, and ultimately, that will help address the problems that we do face on a day-to-day basis.
Awesome, bro. Yeah, no, definitely. I think, what Swami says of don't walk in front of me or walk behind me, but to walk alongside me, really shows that, you keep Swami as that guardian and a person truly close to you. And I think from what you've mentioned, I think you do definitely keep Swami as that sort of guardian, as that sort of close figure to you in all aspects of your life. So thanks for sharing, bro. Brother Hariram, any sort of further thoughts on Swami as a guardian in your own life, bro?
In terms of Swami as a guardian, I think course, I haven't had any situations where I was about to fall off a cliff and Swami came and saved me. But like what I mean when I say Swami is a guardian, I mean like his teachings have really protected me. They've stopped me from straying from the wrong path. And this is both in like spiritual and worldly, even though they're essentially the same.
Thanks for sharing, bro. So that was our session 5. Last but not least, we explored Swami as a guru. And the text that we went to was My Dear Students. So again, I think I might start with Brother Hariram, but what does Swami mean to you as a guru? And after reading the book My Dear Students, how has that influenced your own understanding, bro?
Yes, Sairam. So an important mantra that they introduce in the beginning of the book is, and this encompasses what a guru is like as a whole. So it says, Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha, Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. And then this basically says that God and Guru are not different. He's Vishnu, he's Brahma, he's Shiva, and at the end, he's just Parabrahma, right? And in fact, like Guru, God, they're the exact same. And My Dear Students, especially, like it provides us with marvelous and eye-opening letters, and each of them are unique for each student. And a critical question that really boggled my mind is like when he says that many students gain proximity with Swami and they still ruin it. And this is something which is like very relatable to me. And even though like I've never had proximity with the physical form of Swami, there are so many instances when I've had the opportunity to gain proximity to Swami through sadhana, and I've blown this so many times. And I always thought to myself, like, Swami knows me, he knows everything, all right? He's like God. So why does he allow this to happen? And this book, in the next sentence, Swami actually like simply answers this question, and he says that it's actually due to our thoughts that distract us from our spiritual goals. And like, they distract us and take us on the wrong paths. And then like, now that I've read this, I would try to control my thoughts and keep reminding myself that Swami is my guru.
Excellent, bro. I think that's a really great reflection. I think that sort of guru-sishya relationship that we all relate to in some of our epics, like even like whether it's like Ramayana or Mahabharata as well. I think that's applicable in our sort of lives as well. And you mentioned sadhana, and I think sadhana or discipline, as we may know it, is something that's key in a guru-sishya relationship. The guru ensures that for the sishya to be able to progress forward in their sort of life and learnings, that they have to have that discipline and that sort of yearning as well to maintain discipline and keep learning more. So I think that's a beautiful way to reflect on it. Thanks for sharing, bro. Brother Shiva, any sort of further thoughts on that, bro? On Swami as a guru to yourself?
Yeah, thanks, Barry. Hariram, mate, you said it so well. And that Guru Shloka really kind of epitomizes that the Guru is everything. He wants us to come as shishyas of spirituality, of wanting to know and learn of who we truly are, and that's what he is waiting for us to be. He's ready to give, but I think he's waiting for us to ask.
Wow, that's some beautifully put, bro. Well, that wraps up our 2021 GP Book Club panel session. And we wish everyone a happy Guru Poornima, and may you stay safe, stay warm, and keep Swami with you everywhere and anywhere. Om Shri Sai Ram.
స్వామీజీకి డియర్ ఫ్రెండ్స్ మీరు కావాలనుకుంటే తప్పక మీరు నడుచుకోండి.
If you want to be dear friends of Bhagavan, conduct yourself properly.
మీరు ఇక్కడ రానక్కర్లేదు, నేనే అక్కడికి వస్తాను.
You don't need to come here. Bhagavan will come to you.
I will come there. I will come there. Wherever you stay.
Bhagavan promises, I will come there. I will come there.
I will come there.
Bhagavan will come to you.
I am with you.
I am with you.
In you. Around you. Behind you.
Bhagavan promises, declares that Bhagavan is in you, with you, around you.
బుద్ధులు మీలో అభివృద్ధి పరచుకుంటే,
if you have that determined feeling,
I am not separate from you.
Bhagavan is not separate from you.
I and you are one.
Bhagavan says, I and you are one.
ఇట్టి ఏకత్వానికి మీరు ప్రయత్నం చేయండి.
Have the sense of oneness.
ఇట్టి దివ్యత్వానికి మీరు ప్రయత్నం చేయండి. పవిత్రతను మీరు పెంచుకోండి.
Develop the sacred quality.
ఎంతైనా మీరు అభివృద్ధి పొందుతారు.
You will certainly progress.
లౌకికంగా, భౌతికంగా, ఆర్థికంగా అన్నింటి యందు కూడా మీరు అభివృద్ధి పొందుతారు.
In all aspects of life, physical, financial, spiritual, you will progress definitely.
అన్నిటికీ మీరు అభివృద్ధి వచ్చి లీడర్స్ గా నిలుస్తారు.
And you will be leaders.
కనుక
Therefore,
ఈ దైవనామాన్ని చక్కగా మీరు పెంచుకొని
chant the name of God repeatedly.
నిరంతరము దైవ చింతన చేస్తూ
Think of God continuously.
పిబరే ప్రేమ రస.
Sai Ram, hear my call to you. Sai Ram, hear my call. Sai Ram, hear my call to you. Sai Ram, hear my call. Sai Ram, hear my call to you. Sai Ram, hear my call. Sai Ram, hear my call to you. Sai Ram, hear my call. Sai Ram, I know you must hear my call. Sai Ram, I know you must hear my call. Sai Ram, I know you must hear my call. Sai Ram, I know you must hear my call. Sai Ram, hear my call to you. Sai Ram, hear my call. Sai Ram, hear my call to you. Sai Ram, hear my call. In my heart is a burning, yearning for you. In my heart is a burning, yearning for you. In my heart is a burning, yearning for you. In my heart is a burning, yearning for you. I am waiting, I am praying, I am calling to you. I am waiting, I am praying, I am calling to you. I am waiting, I am praying, I am calling to you. I am waiting, I am praying, I am calling to you. Sai Ram, hear my call to you. Sai Ram, hear my call. Hear my call to you. Sai Ram, hear my call. Sai Ram, I know you must hear my call. I know you must hear my call. Sai Ram, hear my call to you. Sai Ram, hear my call. Sai Ram, hear my call to you. Sai Ram, hear my call. In my heart is a burning, yearning for you. In my heart is a burning, yearning for you. I am waiting, I am praying, I am calling to you. I am waiting, I am praying, I am calling to you. I am waiting, I am praying, I am calling to you. I am waiting, I am praying, I am calling to you. Sai Ram, hear my call to you. Sai Ram, hear my call.
सर्वधर्म स्वरूपा साई, सर्वधर्म स्वरूपा साई, परती के अवतार, तेरे द्वारे
हिंदू मुस्लिम सारे आते हैं तेरे द्वारे
मिलते हैं तेरे द्वारे मिलते हैं तेरे द्वारे साई राम साई राम साई राम साई राम
साई राम साई राम साई राम
साई राम साई राम साई राम साई राम सर्वधर्म स्वरूप साई धरती के अवतार मेरे बाबा मेरे साई साई राम साई राम साई राम साई राम हिंदू मुस्लिम ईसाई आते हैं तेरे द्वारे मिलते हैं तेरे द्वारे साई राम 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 सर्वधर्म स्वरूप साई जय जय राम कृष्ण हरे 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 जय जय राम साई हरे जय जय राम साई हरे जय जय राम कृष्ण 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 हरे जय जय राम साई हरे जय जय राम कृष्ण हरे जय जय राम कृष्ण हरे जय जय राम कृष्ण हरि 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 जय जय राम कृष्ण हरि
ओम जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी सत्य साई हरे भक्त जना संरक्षक भक्त जना संरक्षक पति महेश्वरा ओम जय जगदीश हरे शशिवदना श्रीकरा सर्वा प्राणपते स्वामी सर्वा प्राणपते आश्रित कल्पलतिका आश्रित कल्पलतिका आपद्बान्धवा ओम जय जगदीश हरे माता पिता गुरुदेवं मरियन्तयु नीवे स्वामी मरियन्तयु नीवे नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथा नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथा नागेन्द्र शयना ओम जय जगदीश हरे ओंकार रूप ओजस्वी ओ साई महादेवा सत्य साई महादेवा मंगल आरती अंदुको मंगल आरती अंदुको मंदर गिरिधारी ओम जय जगदीश हरे नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा शांति 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 समस्त लोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु शांति 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 peace 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 on earth जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की जय।
This brings us to the conclusion of our 2021 Guru Purnima virtual offering. We would like to thank all our organisers and participants from Region East and Region West for their humble and tireless efforts to make this afternoon's offering possible, especially during this enduring time for New South Wales.
Most importantly, thank you all for joining this afternoon's program and offering your humble salutations and prostrations to our Almighty Sai on the auspicious occasion of Guru Purnima. We hope you have a wonderful rest of the day, stay COVID safe, and continue to find Sai. Om Sai Ram.